Sarah here with Gypsyfae Creations. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today's soap is going to be a Moonstone themed soap, and I've done this style before in other different birthstones such as sapphire, garnet, and emerald, and so it's been a while and I thought I would do a Moonstone one. I'm going with Moonstone, but you might also get other vibes of like pearl in here, or if you want it to be an opal because it's October and that's your birthstone, that is also kind of where the soap is going. So pearl, opal, moonstone, such things going on in here. I'm going to keep this soap fairly white, and it's going to be a bit of a challenge to kind of emulate those colors and shine and sheen that you find in those different stones. So I'm working with a lot of colors, and I'm crossing my fingers that I can get this to look the way that I want. I have in my lye solution here some titanium dioxide to keep the soap white. Lots of different micas, lots of different shimmery micas too. I've got the super sparkle mica that I'm going to be using, that to nurture. I've got some Belize blue mica that I will be using, and then all the rest of them are soapbox micas like this princess pink. I've got some trolls over here, and then I've got some lapis and Dionysus tears, and I'm just going to name them off to you in any of my videos. If I neglect to do that, it's because I found out that Soapbox Micas is closing shop, sadly, so these colors you won't be able to get anyway. Because I am doing a layer on the bottom of this soap, I'm going to be using a whisk to try and keep this very fluid. And I also have a new addition to my soap making supplies to introduce to you guys. But let's get started with this first. I'm just going to give this a little mix to get that all incorporated, and then I will pour off my first layer into some Super Sparkles Enviro Glitter Mica from Nurture to be the bottom. And then I have a little teeny tiny bit of that and the trolls in another container. I'm going to create like a little bit of a mica drizzle for the bottom as well. So this is just an up-close look of the oil and the micas, that super sparkle, and the trolls. Just mix a little bit of that together, and I'm going to do a mica drizzle into the bottom layer. I'm going to pour some of this off that bottom layer. The fragrance that I'm using is called Moonlight Path type, and this is from Virginia Candle Supply Company. And it is a dupe of a Bath & Body Works fragrance, I believe, of the same name. You're probably familiar with it if you've ever gone to Bath & Body Works. It's like one of their main sellers. I think I might pour off a little bit more into that. It has like musk notes and floral and a little bit of exotic woods in there. It's kind of powdery and yeah, floral. It is very floral and powdery. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this up with this guy. This guy is new. First time using him. Go into that a little bit later, but I am retiring my sad looking little lightsaber, aka kitchen vibrator, and I've done a little bit of research and ended up with this one. So again, I will get into that later, but I'm going to give this a little whirl, bring my mold over here, and we'll start pouring that bottom layer. So my mold is on a slant here, and I'm just going to pour in this first layer. We'll let this set, and of course I will do my mica lines in between. I'm going to be using lots of different colors, so I want to do like the mica line in 3 different colors. I'll have the pink and the purple and some blue in there. Try and really get that like opalescent, whoops, the opalescent pearly look. Totally missed the mold there. going to start pouring this into my mold here. I'm going to use the spatula to break that fall so that I don't mess up that bottom layer or my mica line. I have some clear melt and pour here that I've added a little bit of shimmer to. Just like the other ones that I've done, I will do a melt and pour drizzle inside of this as well. Lots and lots of different techniques going on in this soap. And I think I'm going to add some more mica just periodically throughout this soap. Not really a line, but just to add a little hint of color here and there. And then I will put the PVC pipes on top to create that little crevice so that when I come back tomorrow, I can add my little melt and pour cubes into it. So just randomly scattering some of this mica throughout it. Mica lines are always a mess, let me just tell you that. That is all in the mold and good to go. I have the PVC pipes that I've cut in half, and I just like to smoosh them into this mold to create that little canal. And typically this always works for me. And I don't make too much of a mess. And then on the side here, I'm going to put some sea salt that I've also mixed up in some shimmery mica to sprinkle on the side. Funny story, when I first started shooting this video today, it is Bradley and I's 3rd wedding anniversary. Which means we are going to celebrate when I get done this soap. We're going to go to the Guinness factory and have it's a brewery. We're going to have some drinks and some food. And he came in to give me a present because I handed him one of his presents. It was nothing special, it was just like a little leather cord that I bought him. I thought that he would appreciate a new necklace instead of the chain that he was wearing with the little charm that he had on it. I'm going to try and build this up also on those sides. You probably can't even see it. But I'll push this in, and it is like displacing some of this soap, so I just kind of scoop it up and mold it onto the side to make that canal even bigger. So I handed him this leather cord, and typically I was going along with the presents, the traditional or modern present lists that they have out for anniversaries. But this year I wasn't really thinking about that. I just kind of gave up on it. But I did buy him a leather cord necklace, and apparently leather is the gift for 3rd anniversary. So I did it without even knowing anyway. But he came in and he handed me the present he got me, and it was a string of pearls. And I thought that was just so sweet, but he also followed along with the yearly traditional present, which I was really surprised that he did that. And then I was making this soap and he had no idea that I was making this soap today. It was just such a coincidence. And also, we both bought each other necklaces. So yeah, I think we're just meant to be like that. Sprinkling on my salt here, and I will let this sit probably 24 hours, maybe a little less. I'll try unmolding this and seeing how easily it unmolds. And then I'll put in the little cubes and layer in some melt and pour and so on. And then yeah, that is it. I'm really excited about this soap. Hopefully it looks more like Moonstone or Pearl or Opal than anything, because that is what I'm going for. I usually think I've done one of these once a year or around my birthday. I think I need to do the amethyst in this style. It's about time to do that. Alright, that is it. So that pops right out of there. And the next part is to take all these little cubes that I've cut up of melt and pour, and they have different shimmers in them and glitters in them to help make them look like little pieces of moonstone. So I'm just going to stick those into my soap here. And in no specific order whatsoever, I'm just randomly going to push these into the soap all over the place and just trying to fill it in as much as I can. And then in between, I'm going to go and get some just clear melt and pour. I might put a little bit of glitter in it and just kind of fill in the gaps as I go so that everything is kind of anchored in there. I've done this before, so kind of think I know what I'm doing now. But you really want to get a good base layer on this and make sure these little pieces are stuck down into the soap so that they don't pop out and that everything else can grab onto them. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that stick blender that I got. My first thoughts anyway is I like it, and I'm really sad that I had to discontinue using or retire the lightsaber one. It's my second one that I've had, and besides the fact that they're just really cool, it is very lightweight, and I like that about it as well. But it is also made out of plastic, another reason why it is lightweight. And it had to go. I didn't want to buy another one for the same reasons of the plastic parts. So it's very lightweight, like I said, but it's very easily breakable. So I've dropped my last one, and that caused that one to break. So the one that I have now, I have not dropped, but things are coming loose. And I don't think it's just made for soap making, because of all the chemicals on it are really wearing off the tarnish that are on it. So sadly, I'm not going to be using or buying a new one. I am, however, going to be doing a Star Wars soap. I think that is long overdue, and I've finally got the design together for it. And I'm going to start making that soon. So there's going to be two different ones, obviously, a light side and a dark side, and kind of memorial for my retired lightsaber stick blender. As for the new one, I did lots and lots of research. For those of you who are soap makers, you might be interested in this. If you're not, I'm sorry, I am rambling on about it. But I had to do a lot of research. I went on Amazon and I found this guy really cheap. So that's the first bonus. The second one, it does have a really nice feel to it. And it comes in a crap load of different colors. Like when I saw there were 15 different colors. That's so exciting right there. I like all the different colors. Little sad they didn't have green, because that's my favorite color. And they had a purple, and they had the one that I got, which is called Wink. And I decided on that one because it reminded me of the moon. But if I were to go back, and I probably will, I'm not opposed to going and buying another one or more of them just to have a backup, I would probably buy the same exact brand and the purple one. So hopefully this one lasts a lot longer. I will leave the link to it down below. It is called Chefman, I believe. Doesn't break the bank. It's not like the KitchenAid mixers. I didn't want anything too expensive because knowing me, I'd break it. And it's also being used for soap, and it's used almost every day, or at least, you know, whenever I soap, it's used often. So anyway, that's my story about that. R.I.P. lightsaber kitchen vibrator. Alright, I'm going to speed this part up because this is the part that takes so long, and it's just pushing all of these little melt and pour pieces into the soap base. Okay, let's cut into this, and I'm going to be very careful about doing so because of all that melt and pour on there. and those salts as well. So we don't want drag marks, and we don't want to cut this and break the wire. So I'm going to be here for a while, just trying to get through this soap. Alright, lots going on in the soap, lots of melt and pour, lots of different techniques, but let us see. I think it turned out really pretty, and I love the mica line in there. That's all those different colors. Let's cut another one and I'll give you guys an up close look. I'm going to leave an unboxing at the end of this video. I love doing that and showing you guys all the different soap makers out there. I went to go to check my P.O. box, and there was a package in there. And it was a birthday surprise from Keely over at Soy and Shay. So it has come a long way. It's come from Australia, all the way from Australia. And when I went to the post office front desk and gave them my slip to get my package, the woman brought it out and was sniffing it, and she's like, oh, when it arrived, it just smelled so good I couldn't stop smelling it. And I'm like, it's probably soap. So nice little surprise from Keely. I am absolutely stunned at the work and her packaging, and I can't thank her enough for that because did not expect it. Beautiful surprise. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's some melt and pour on the inside. I'm going to have to redo this soap, like I said, or redo the amethyst soap, like I said. I can't talk today. What is wrong with me? Because my friend Kate has been bugging me to do that brambleberry amethyst scent again in a soap. So I think I'll do that, but in this style. It's been a while. Love it. I'll give you guys an up close look. It's been a good mail day. I also got a package from AAA Candle Supply Incorporated. I had bought some wax and some tins from them at one point, and so I follow them on Instagram, and they do this like Friday freebie where they give away fragrances, and so all you have to do is like it. And I usually go on there every Friday and like it, and I won a fragrance. So I got that today, and it's the apple pie fragrance. So it's a really big bottle that I won there. It is not safe for soap, unfortunately. It is just kind of like candles and like maybe potpourri. I want to figure out something to do with it. But apple pie is great for this time of the year. So really, really excited to get all this cool stuff in the mail today. It's not skin safe is what I wanted to say, so I can't make soap with it. But I'll figure out something to do with it. Thank you guys so much for watching, as usual. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. You know the spiel. Here's an up close look. You got the melt and pour in there. I really wish the camera would pick up all that shimmer in there. Those shimmery micas really have some pretty undertones of purples and turquoise and that mica line in there. Love how the soap turned out. And it will be available on October 25th. So, mark your calendars. I hope you guys have a very nice day. And I will smell you later. So I have no idea what's in here, but I'm sure it's going to be really awesome. Look at her packaging. I mean, that is just amazing and so thoughtful. She really puts a lot of work into her packaging. Alright. For the big moment, let's see what's in here. Oh, gosh, every piece of this so far has been amazing. Look at that. She got me some micas. Oh man. Let's see what we have in here. if she made that card, that's crazy. Look at that. The coworker who makes all the birthday cards at my job does beautiful work just like this. So this is just amazing. I can't wait to show that to her. I love this. So it does say happy birthday in here. And she says, I know how much you like international sweets. So here are just a few Aussie ones, classics. Hope the chocolates make it. So we've got some Extravagant Sparkle. This is by My Mica Obsession. I see her use this a lot in her soap making, so really excited for those. We've got some Minties. It's interesting. Allen's mints are a refreshing chewy mint. Got to try one of those. And then we've got some Snakes Alive. These are little gummies. Can't wait to eat these. Good thing I work at a dental office again. And we've got some Cadbury Dairy Milk Chocolates. We got a Caramello Koala and a Freddo. These remind me very much of the chocolate you can get in Ireland too. A Summer Roll. Lightly roasted peanuts and nougat rolled in milk chocolate and coconut. And then of course we've got some soaps. Look at that. Oh my goodness, we've got one of her Salt Glow Spa Bars. That is really pretty. I'll give you guys a close-up look. We've got some hand cream in White Peach and Musk. We've got her Spring Moon Soap with her very gorgeous moon in bed and flowers on top. And then her Apple Sage, which was part of the collaboration for the fall YouTube soap makers. Let's get some up-close looks of that. Thank you so much for all of this stuff. It is such a great birthday surprise. It really made my day. Love them all. So cool, guys. I'm going to link all her information down below. If you don't already know who she is, go check her out. Love all my stuff. Thank you again and again.